All right, it feels so good to be sitting down to do a sit down video today. I think all of the videos I've posted this year so far have been vlogs, which is cool because it kind of gave me a little bit of practice of vlogging. I got my new DJI, so I wanted to utilize that a lot. So it was just easy to grab the camera, film some things that I was already doing to get content out to you guys. But you guys know my favorite type of content to do for myself, for my channel, is sit down. It will always be sit down videos. So anyway, today we are going to get all into my 2024 content planner. I am using Notion. Notion has just become that go-to app for me. I host everything there. I was already doing all of my content planning there before, so I wanted to figure out a way to also host my personal plans using it as an actual daily planner, and also just get a little bit more into Notion this year because I know all the possibilities and the wonderful things that it can do, and I want to utilize those things. So I will be sharing today with you guys my personal planner, how I'm planning my personal time with things that my kids have to do, things that I have to do, things like that, how I plan my content. So my content planner for YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all of those things that I usually post on, and also my tech learning dashboard, which will show you guys all of the things that I do to keep track of any type of resources, planning schedules, homework, courses that I'm taking, habit trackers. All of that is going to be in this video. So if you are interested in seeing how I organize my life and use Notion as like this left brain or this second brain, then keep watching because we are going to get into it right now. Okay, so I'm going to jump right into this Notion board because there's a lot to get into and I do not want to keep you guys waiting. So as you can see, my Notion board looks so pretty. I don't know, I just think it looks beautiful. The top here is a banner that I created on Canva because I kept trying to look for stuff on like Pinterest and different images. But if you worked with Notion and you've done your own banners, you know that sometimes you put them on here and they get all distorted and the quality gets lost. So I found just going into Canva, setting the size right, and just, doing whatever you need to do in there first, then downloading it and uploading that as an image works best. So this is just literally a collage of pictures that I found on Pinterest that I thought were pretty. These are actually earrings that I have on right now. And I just noticed that just now. But, just the cute little sayings that I can look at throughout the year. And I've been loving chai lattes and matchas so much. So there's that. And then I just thought the orange bag was cute. Anyway, scrolling down, we have our 2024 dashboard. Now, I do want to preface this by saying that this is a template, and I will leave the template in the description box below. I did not create this template, but I did tweak it to my personal liking and what works for me and what I need. Some things we're not going to get into. As you can see, there's like different categories here. Most of these we're not going to get into because I don't actually use them. They came with the template and I just haven't found use for them yet or haven't set them up yet. So we're going to go through the ones that I already talked about earlier in the intro. So these images were found on Pinterest and they were found just like this with the arch. I love arches. And I'll link the person's actual Pinterest page because she has other cute arches that you can choose from to add if you want to have like different category headers like this, or just add them to your page. You guys can go ahead and get lost in the aesthetic vibes on Pinterest for Notion boards and get inspired to create your own or to, customize a template that's ready to go for you. So anyway, let's start with the personal planner. So here I have it under my dashboard and I actually have the planner, the content planner, and that might be it in my favorites on the sidebar, which I'm not going to open right now, but those is, I just have those there so that I can easily get to them. So we'll start with the planner. It's super simple. I cannot do things that are over complicated because then I'm not going to use it. So I really appreciate the creator for making something super minimal that I could just tweak to my liking. I did create this banner as well. I created this with the combination of Pinterest images and Canva templates. So this image was found on Pinterest and this tag was found on Canva. And then I just edited the word to say planner. And yeah, so you'll see that as a header for most of my pages going forward. This is just a widget that you can do. It's using like an API and you can kind of like plug in what your information is for where you live and it'll have your weather here every day when you come into your planner. So down here, she had it split up into weekly tasks next week and next month, which I really appreciate because I like to see or have a space where I can quickly jot down things that I'm expecting to happen the next week, but I'm not ready to put on the planner because I'm not there yet. But to just have a heads up, like, don't forget to put this in your planner next week. So I appreciate this. And then also thinking ahead to the next month because, you know, things like my girl's birthday, both of my daughter's birthdays, all three of my daughters. I have a fur baby, like my little dog. Her birthday is next month too. So I need to be thinking about what we're going to be doing for that. So yeah, and then weekly things that I just don't want to forget or want to make sure that I always have at the forefront of my mind, like washing my hair every week, bathrooms, things like that can live here as well. And I did point out to write, or want to point out that I wrote to check goals while planning each week because the way that I set up my yearly goals this year, I need to be checking those really on a weekly basis to make sure that I am doing something towards those goals every single week so that I can actually achieve them. So I want to be reminded as I'm planning throughout the week to look at those goals. So this is this week. This is the current week that we're in. I'm not going to open that because there are some personal plans that are in there, but I did keep it here. As you can see, there's this archive tag here. Once I'm done with this week, I can just simply take this toggle and drag it, or take this tab, I'm sorry, and drag this into archive, and then it's out of sight, out of mind. But I have that archive place to see like what happened. Like if it's March and I'm like, what happened in the first week of January? I can go in there and see it, or, you know, whatever week this is. But for the purpose of this video, there is a button here called New Week. If you click that, you will get this pre-filled or this kind of template within the template where you can put the week that we're on, the month, day, and know like what week this spans. And then if you toggle down, you get the entire week out. So I did tweak this template to start on a Sunday. When you get this template, it does start on a Monday, but I just tweaked it to start on a Sunday. I don't know. I just do all my planning on a Sunday. And to me, in my head, I've gotten used to my weeks starting on Sunday. That's kind of like the beginning of the new for me. So yeah, I love that she put this calendar here. This is just another widget like this where I can see the day that we're on, because each of these days, as you can see, they just have the day of the week. They don't have the actual number for the day, which is perfectly fine because like I said, I can look over here and say, oh, today is Saturday the 20th. And yeah, I still know what day I'm on and how to associate these days with the actual date, if that makes sense. So yeah, this is super simple, straightforward. She just put in to-do list here. And I absolutely love that because I love to check things off. So coming in here on my phone, once I put some things in, like we can just say, do the girls, oops, not the frills, do the girls' hair. It's hard to type at this angle. I always use Sundays as my reset day. So I do my kids' hair, I wash clothes, I do whatever it is that entails me resetting the week. And it's mostly just full of me like getting my kids ready for their week. So, you know, this line separates the top priorities from the it'll be nice to get tos in my head. So I usually try to keep this up at the top, a minimum of 3 things to do. And then the rest of it is like, if I get to it, amazing. If I don't, I can kind of move it over. So that's another thing I love about digital planning and Notion is because like, if I don't do this on Sunday, I can just simply drag it over to Monday. I don't have to erase anything. I don't have to like scratch anything out. It's already there and good to go. And if I don't need it, I can just literally delete it and it's gone like it never was there. So yeah, that's the planner. It's super simple. This is just something that comes with the template when you download it, just some tips throughout like how she got the widget and everything there. So I just kept that there in case I ever want to change this, maybe the color, maybe I'm going through a different theme, anything like that, I can change it out. So that's my planner. Super simple, super straight to the point. Again, I try to fill this out on Sundays, things that I know are going to happen throughout the week. But other than that, I'm just kind of like filling this out on a nightly basis. Like tonight, I'll fill out my to-do list for tomorrow type thing. So let's move on to the next. So getting into my content planner, I am so excited about this planner because I've been using Notion primarily for content planning, but I did not have it streamlined to the effect that she has it on here. And I absolutely love the way that this is set up. the way she set up the formulas. I'm not going to get into it because I'm honestly still learning Notion for that purpose of setting up the different formulas and getting it to, getting things to connect in different ways. But this is absolutely like awesome how this is set up. So anyway, again, we have the banner, and I have links here. Her template comes with the YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok maybe, but I did add my prompts here. So I have some prompts in there that I want to always have on hand so that I can be thinking about like where to pull from to do videos for you guys. Those live in there. And then I don't have a Twitter linked here yet, or my Pinterest, but my YouTube, if I click this, it'll take me straight to my YouTube. So I mean, we can just do that just for demo purposes. So there's my YouTube. And again, self-explanatory, these links do the same thing to each thing you see there. This is an area to brain dump. Extra clips, she explained, was a place for her to dump clips that, B-roll that she may have filmed that she didn't use that can possibly be reused in other videos. She can put them there, kind of like just keep everything in one place. And then different platforms. There's different platforms that content creators can apply to get different sponsorships or work with different companies and things like that. And so this is kind of a space that I'm not using right now because I kind of have been just taking opportunities as they come to me. I haven't really like gotten to my real creator bag and gone out and sought after things myself, which I do kind of want to tap into this year, just reaching out to companies that I actually use all the time and seeing how we can collaborate and, get different discounts for you guys, things like that. So that's there, and I might use that throughout the year. But as of right now, there's some things throughout this Notion, setup that you will see I'm not actually using yet. Okay, so moving through, this is the main content calendar. This is where everything that you have in your calendars, and I'll get to it in a second, lives in this one calendar. So as you can see, I have things for YouTube here, and then I have it says all short form. So basically, anything that I add to the YouTube calendar will just automatically go to this calendar. And anything that I add for TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts will come to this calendar. And right now, I haven't really gotten into like just posting for one platform or creating short form content for one platform because they're all different, and you really kind of do need to like think about how to create for each platform. But right now with my schedule, I've just been creating one short form video and posting them to all of the platforms. It's the same video. So I just have mine tagged as all short form. But I do have options like you can see here on the 16th that it just says IG because I only posted that one to Instagram. I didn't post to YouTube Shorts or TikTok. And that was just mostly, there wasn't really any like rhyme or reason to that. I think I kind of forgot to post to the rest, but I did want to properly tag it because this is something that I'm also going to look back on throughout the year to say like, oh, you were really consistent, and what were you doing, and what did you post, and what happened, and just keeping track is just a track record of things. So again, yeah, you scroll down here to sponsorships and collabs. There's a tracker for this. These are not mine. As you can see, these dates are not current. This is literally just from her template. I have not touched this, but I did want to keep it here because I am bringing in all the energy to get more sponsorships and collabs and things this year, so then I can start using this, and I want to see these little numbers too. So I just kept it there because I do eventually plan on needing to track. I've had to track different like partnerships that I've had before for different campaigns that I've been on in the past. I have had to track them. So this is something that I can use. I just haven't had any yet that I needed to go in here and add, but that's there if you need this. And then scrolling down, this is where things get a little bit separated. So this is the YouTube space. So I can come over to this area, and as you can see, I can just click add new, and I'll just say day in the life. So I can say that I want to film a day in the life video, and I want to post this the last Monday in January, and I need to, right now it's just an idea. I'm not really like planning anything, But if I want to come in here and start planning, there are different templates that are already here for me to plan. So there's a YouTube template that you can click on, and it'll auto populate different sections that you can use. I believe this was based on Thomas Frank's video, and this is how I was using my content creator Notion before. I set up a template very similar to this based off of that. And so it's really nice to have this already there, and I like how it's set up. I did kind of tweak a little bit, or I need to tweak a little bit, but as you can see, you can change the status from idea to filmed, or saying like I am actually going to film this video. It's not just an idea anymore. That it is filled, edited, uploaded, planning, scheduled. I added, I think, planning as one of the options to put there. But it's been really nice because then let's say I took this and I filmed it and I've uploaded it. Now it's on this calendar. This is the video. It automatically went to the calendar so I can see like, okay, this is the video. I can click right into it, see what all I'm supposed to say, how I'm going to shoot it, any information I need to know about that video. But it also got added to the main calendar here too. So now I can see at a glance what all I've been doing. Like this is real content that I've posted in January so far that I've actually stuck to, been consistent, posting on all my platforms every single day for short form on the weeks, not the weekends. And then I've posted every single Monday. And as you can see, this is this video. So I have this video that will be coming out Monday, 2 days from now. And so it says to film, which I'm doing now. So when I get done, I can say editing. It's in the editing status. So yeah, that's literally how this is. And then if you scroll down, you have the same thing going on for short form. So I have the idea, the day that it needs to go live. Once you put a live date, it automatically goes to the calendar, this calendar view, and that main calendar view at the top. So that you can see, like, I just want to see my short form content, it's all there. But if you want to see everything at a glance, it will populate here. So hopefully that all makes sense. I'm going to link the video of where I got this template, where she actually shows you her walkthrough too, in the description below. So if you have any questions, she probably has answered them in those videos. So that's my content planner, and I have absolutely been loving this. And if we scroll down, all the way down, I do have like my archives here. So I've been, over the years, or just whenever, just kind of like throwing things that I've already planned or posted in here, so I can just always have it and look back on what content I was posting throughout the years. So yeah, that's the content planner. And we're going to go into the tech learning dashboard. I wanted to show you guys this because I feel like most of you guys are here on my channel because you are learning something about tech or you're interested in tech. So I just wanted to show you guys how I'm keeping track of like my studies and my different learning and different things like that. So I didn't want to just put code or things like that because, as you guys know, I'm very interested in 3D modeling and Blender and Spline. And so that has nothing to do with code. I mean, kind of. You can definitely implement it, which you know. But it's not specific to coding. It's like its own form of technical learning. And so I just put in an umbrella term learning because this could really transfer into if you're learning a new language, if you are learning anything really and you want to keep track of it. I feel like this is a great template. This template actually did not come from the same creator. I found this on the Notion marketplace, and so I'm going to link this as well. But I wanted to show you guys that you can mix templates. You can like do hybrid type of vibes. You don't have to just get a template and just straight use that. So this is like by another creator, and I just tweaked this one as well a little bit. But yeah, so here I am back on my 100 Devs Bootcamp, which I told you guys about, or if you've been following my social media, then you've seen that I'm back on it. So I wanted to create a link here. If you click into this, it has quick information. So basically, if you click this link, it'll take you straight to the learning dashboard, and you can log in, see all your classes, get all the lectures, homework, everything that you need to get through the bootcamp. And then this is like one of the readings that I have to do for this bootcamp. So I am putting this here so that I can have easy access to that too when I'm studying. And then GitHub, I need to add my GitHub, is not there. But over here is a habit tracker that I did tweak. Before, I don't even know what it said, but these are habits that I personally want to keep track of. So I went in here and added these. Anki cards, if you don't know what those are, they're flashcards, digital flashcards. And basically what I've been learning from this bootcamp is the power of active recall and spaced repetition. And so Anki cards are something that really help when you study instead of like just taking notes all the time. And I want to do an updated study with me video, so I'm not going to go too deeply into that. But I want to make sure that I'm doing my Anki cards every day, some type of career research about software engineering, or I'm really interested in eventually looking into developer advocacy. So I feel like I said that wrong. Being a developer advocate or getting into DevRel. So I always want to be doing some type of research, just getting my head wrapped around what's going on in the industry and just like staying motivated, really. Making sure that I hydrate so that I can stay focused. Writing code, because you have to write code every single day to hit your goals. You can't just like code once a week or code once in a while. You need to be coding every single day. So that's just a reminder for me to like, hey, did you code today? Because in my current job, I don't code every single day anymore. There's only very minor times that I have to code, and other than that, I'm just basically editing what's already there or doing some other tasks, or setting up WordPress, whatever is entailed in, the task for the job. But I'm not writing code every single day like I was at the creative agency. So it's good to like keep track of like, hey, did you write some code today? Did you make sure that you were hitting your goals for your coding journey? All of that. So, and then I like to read articles or listen to podcasts. Right now for me, reading is all of this reading homework that I have to do, but I also like to double that with listening to a podcast while I cook dinner or clean up or on the way home or whatever I'm doing, because I have learned and gotten so much information just in this last week from just listening to other people's journeys and stories. So, which you'll see in the bottom here in a second. So these are the courses that I want to do or that I'm currently doing. Like I said, I'm doing 100 devs. I restarted Free Code Camp again just to refresh my mind on some things. And then Harvard CS50, I want to get through that again, just so that I can start to learn more about like computer science outside of just doing front end web development, like more about like different parts of what that entails. And then 3JS is a course for 3D modeling by the amazing Bruto Simone. Like, he is super talented at 3JS and Blender and implementing Blender models with JavaScript. So yeah, I eventually want to take that. That's like at the top of my list of courses to take this year, probably at the end of the year. So we scroll down to this homework section. I haven't been using this too much because I do keep track of the homework on the platform where you actually, what I just showed you, where you keep track of the bootcamp itself. There's a homework page there and you can check off the homework there because you need to like submit it and things like that. But this is here if you need it. I did pre-fill with some stuff just to say like, okay, it's there if I want to keep track of it. But I haven't found myself really coming to this section a lot, and maybe it's the way that it's set up. I don't really know, but it's here if you need it in the template. And then over here, there's a section for personal projects. These are not my projects. These are projects that were pre-filled, but they're projects that I kept there because I'm like, those could be projects that I'd actually create in the future to like further my portfolio and get those, get my graph looking beautiful on GitHub for my pushes that I do for the repos. But yeah, this is a section that you can come in and add your projects and then further plan them out in each page. So if you click on this, it'll take you to that, and you can just do whatever you want here to further plan out that particular project. So scrolling back down, this again is not a section that this is not my information. This is from the template, but I wanted to keep it here because this is a place where you can track. I think when you first download it, it says internship search, but I'm not looking to get into any internships. So I just put remote job search there because I would eventually like to go back 100% remote, because I just got spoiled by that and I don't like to commute. I don't like to be in the office. I really don't. I just like to kind of take more control over my days. And I found that that is possible with remote working. And yeah, I have this here for future reference. This is not what I put here though. So again, another section, code snippets. I did not do any of these code snippets. They're here for examples and just to get you started. But I thought this was awesome because if you don't know, Notion does allow you to type in actual code for code snippet purposes like this. So you can select the language that you want to type in and it will automatically render it basically in that language and format it in that language. So if you come across any snippets that you're like, hey, I use this for a component to build a component and it really helped, it really worked, I want to save that for next time so I can reuse the code, you can place it in here. That's what this section is for. So I thought that was extremely helpful. So the Slack section is literally just going over the resources that I find helpful. Like there was a podcast by someone I follow on Instagram. We followed each other for a little while now, and I came across her podcast that she did with Flatiron Bootcamp, and it was absolutely inspiring. She talked about her journey into tech and how she became a developer advocate. So I really wanted to keep that at the forefront for when I want to get some motivation or just hear an inspiring story to keep me, super excited about the journey that I'm on. And then this video was really good he talked about resume building and things like that. So there's just different things that I have here that are good to reference later. And then these two were just already here. But that is the Tech Learning dashboard. Super simple, super easy to follow. It's something that I need so that I don't crowd up any more space in my head. But that is my 2024 setup, guys. This is it. This is my dashboard. I'm not going to go into all of these. We'd be here forever. Plus, I don't use all of these. I do use Bible study, which I went over in a vlog before. But those are my top ones that I use. Is the planner, content planner, and Tech Learning. And then the goals one, I'm not going to go into that because it has some personal goals in there, but I do reference that every single week, like I mentioned when I showed you the planner. But that is it. I hope you guys found this helpful. I will leave links to everything that I can in the description below. All the templates will definitely be linked below. Everything is free. So yeah, if you have any questions or found this helpful, let me know in the comments. Let me know, are you digital planning, paper planning? What are you doing? I've been loving this digital form of planning. So yeah, I'm going to cut it here because it's probably already a long video, but thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.